recording now. This is the CIPAS for our course of International Business Management. We're going to go through the guide of the activity and then through the rubric to make clear any doubt that you have. I want you to remember that you have the deadline to make a decision tonight. Once you make the decision, then you're going to have access to the results of the process, and then you have the information to continue with the activity. The guide shows us that the methodological strategy for this activity is the case study and working with the simulator. The course typology is practical. The evaluation moment, intermediate. The activity score, 125. The number of activities in the practical component, 1. And the students' independent work, 32 hours. Hours of teaching support, 8 hours. And type of formative practice, remote. With this activity, this practical component activity, it is expected that the students achieve and demonstrate the following learning outcome. This is the third learning outcome, which says the student will have the ability to analyze the economic, technological, political, legal, and social variables that influence the international environment in which organizations operate, designing and evaluating the agents of the national and international market, proposing business alternatives through the analysis of their components, and develop a comprehensive understanding of the complexities and dynamics of the international business context. General description of the activity. Activities of the practical component. Scenarios of the practical component, remote. Type of the activity, collaborative. Activity number 4. This activity started the last October the 28th and is going to finish next 24th of November. It is important to regard and remark that this is a collaborative activity, mostly when we're talking about working with a simulator. For this activity, you will need, of course, a computer equipment with internet access and active UNAD institutional email, and of course, to check all the manuals and support materials to familiarize with the simulator Business 21 that belongs to company game. The activity consists of the knowledge object of this activity is to design business strategies that can generate a company transformation to achieve international competitiveness as part of the development of international management skills that allow the students to be able to facilitate the evaluation, and treatment of the resulting information from the negotiation process, as well as the design and implementation of alternative commercial strategies to develop conventional and non-conventional solutions to define the course of action, monitoring, and tracking. You have to develop some individual activities. First of all, of course, and you already did in the last activity, to verify your institutional email where you received your user and access code to get into the simulator. Then you have to read the article Sustainability in International Business, Talent Management, Market Entry Strategies, Competitiveness of the Unit 3. Make creative infographic about the reading and share the link in the discussion forum. It is important to share the link of this infographic on the forum, because when we're going to look at the rubric, that gives you some points. Third, each student gives their opinion in the discussion forum regarding their classmates' infographic. Now the collaborative activity. The group must present evidence of interaction in the collaborative work forum in the evaluation environment. It means that if you work as a team, you need to show the work of everyone on this team through the forum. Because if you just share the infographic and then someone sends the document that we're going to look at about the activity with the simulator and the name of everyone from the group, it is difficult for me to have a clear idea which people participate or not on the process of building this document. So it is important for everyone to share on the forum, even if you are going to do it in the last moment, to share what you were doing with your team in this collaborative activity. The document that you're going to submit is according to the guide of the Appendix 2 in format times in the Word format in Times New Roman font size 12, with the following contents. First of all, you have to make a diagnosis and analysis of the current state of the company based on the Appendix 2. Second, you have to design and justify the management plan based on the appendix. Third, you're going to make decisions regarding the management that the plan design and choose a leader who is going to set out the decisions in the simulator. In the simulator, just one person is going to make the decision and to press decision, okay? Fourth, analyze the results. Once you make the decision tonight or this afternoon, you're going to look tomorrow and to see the results that you're going to have with the decisions that you made. Then you're going to analyze those results regarding the decision that you made. And of course, 5, you're going to have some conclusions. Carry out an assembly where the results of the simulator are presented in a clear and creative way. The evidence must be video recording no longer than 5 minutes. Each member of the group must participate by contributing their ideas in English. The most important aspect is your participation. If you are a group of 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, all of them must be on that video, okay? The group must speak with the camera open and share a screen about the contents of the presentation. You can use tools such as Canva as a video file, PowerPoint as a video or others, and you must share a video link on Appendix 2. You have to share link that you must prove that it is easy for us to access, because sometimes you do it in a share file and then I don't have any access to look at the video. Sometimes the easiest way is just to upload it in YouTube, so the access is going to be very easy. Evidence of the independent work. The individual work evidence to submit are: read the corresponding article of the Unit 3 and make a creative infographic about the reading and share the link in the discussion forum. Don't forget to share the link of the infographic. Each student is going to give opinion in the discussion forum regarding the classmates infographic. Evidence of the group work. The group work evidence submit are: the group must present the evidence of interaction of the collaborative work in the forum. In the evaluation environment, you're going to submit the document Appendix 2 in format of Times New Roman, size 12, with the content that I already told you. It is very important for you to follow those instructions to be sure that you are doing everything that we're asking in the guide. Now we're going to look at the rubric, which is very important because sometimes you just read the guide and don't consider the rubric, and the rubric is showing you what you really need to do. So in the rubric, we're going to have 125 points in this activity, and the first evaluation criterion is going to be the creative infographic that you made about the corresponding reading and share the link in the discussion forum. So if you have all the elements, if you did the infographic, and you're going to share the link on the discussion forum, of course, you're going to have all the points, which are 25 points of this activity. If you just do partially the synoptic table, or if you forget to share it, the link, and then you share it in the submission, in the evaluation environment, of course, you're going to have a lower mark. Of course, following this idea, if what you do is not related with the synoptic table, you're not going to have, well, any mark. If you don't submit, you're not going to have any mark. The second evaluation criterion is that you're going to identify the current status of the assigned company through the simulator. It means you're going to present the diagnosis. In this part, we start to look at the final document that you upload, the document, and of course, the video that you're sharing us. Excuse me. Sorry. This one is going to give you 20 points. So if the group of the delivery company and relates it correctly in each of the diagnostics items related to the international management plan, of course, you're going to have the 20 points. If you don't have that completely, you're going to get in between 3 and 9. If it's very poor, the diagnosis, of course, you're going to have between 1 or 2. Or if you don't submit, you're going to have 0 or null. The third evaluation criterion is to design and apply the international management plan, which also is going to be found on the document and the video that you're going to present. If you design very clear and complete way this international management plan, of course, you're going to get the 50 points. If you do it merely, you're going to have between 3 and 24. And if you do it poorly, between 0 and 2. And the last evaluation criterion is the analysis that you do about the results and the presentation of the conclusions, 30 points. So if we look at this rubric, there is something missing that sometimes you do, and in this case, you're not going to get any points, which is the comment to any of your classmates' task. Something that in the activities that we have before, you should have done because then you had points in the rubric. In this one, we don't have points for this. So what are you going to do, or what do you need to do to get the 125 points of this activity? First of all, to do the infographic about the reading and to share the link of that infographic on the forum. If you do that, then you already have 25 points. If you work as a team on the simulator and you develop the whole document and the video, and all of you participate on the video with the open camera, and of course, sharing the presentation that you build for that, you're going to have all the points. If you include all the points that you need, which is the diagnose, the plan, internationalization plan, the results, the analysis of the results, and the conclusions. That's what you have to do in a team, as a team. Of course, to share that you work with that on the forum, to share your participation, and then you're going to have all the points. It's not that complicated. Is just to be able to work as a team. That's the most important element that we have here. When we go to the simulator, to the company game simulator, All the information on the simulator is going to be in Spanish, of course. I can see that only 4.9% of the students have been active lately. That's the access of the students. So that worries me because most of the students haven't been active. And it is very important for all of you to get into the simulator and to make the decisions. I'm going to stop sharing. Just let me see one thing. Hmm. I'm trying to get into. I'm trying to get. Excuse me, Valentina. I'm trying to get into one of the users. Hmm. Well, at the moment I couldn't get into the activity with the students, but I could get into mine to see the participation of the students. It is important that all of you have access, that all the students get into the simulator. And maybe if you have any trouble, just let us know, because in most of the times when we had troubles, we need to consult the owners, the company, to help us with some technical issues that we might face. So it is very important for us to have information if you have troubles. You have the deadline to make the decision tonight. So for us, it's very important, for Professor Javier and me, it is very important that you have all the information. And also, if you have any trouble with the activity, just let us know. I would like to know, Valentina, if you had any problem, if you have any doubt about the activity. Is everything clear for you, Valentina, in the activity? Or you have some trouble? Okay. Okay, that's very important. We give you this time until today because, of course, after you get the results, you need to organize the document and, of course, to decide how are you going to make the video, okay? It is very important, Valentina, now that you're here with me, to be sure that you're going to be presenting on the video, that you have the camera open, and then you are all sharing the presentation, that you organize with the information. So it's very important for us to have that clear, because sometimes um, you just show your face and then you say something, and sometimes the expression is not very clear and there is no way for us to be sure about what you're saying. So always it is important when you're talking to show an image of what you're saying, and that help us explain and understand what you're saying, okay? So it is good that you are going through the activity, that you have already done part of it. Don't forget today to make the decision on the simulator. And of course, from tomorrow, you're going to have the results, okay? If you have any doubt, just let me know. You can contact me through Teams or send me an email to the institutional email, okay? Thank you, Valentina, for being here. I hope that your group is not going to have any troubles with the activity. And anything, just let me know and I will help you, okay? That's all for this afternoon. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that is useful for you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a good afternoon.